Asalanka, the real Lanka, the hero of Sri Lanka. He has smashed it, bro. Smashed Australia. He has taken the revenge of BGT. Indian fans, we love Charith Asalanka. You are the man. You came at Sri Lanka were in first ODI 55 for 5. And the next partnership, Pratik, you won't believe it. It was 10 overs, 70 runs from 55 for 5. With Dunit Velalage scoring 30 of 34, but Asalanka scoring 35 of 35 in the first ODI. And then they were 135 for 8. In the next 13 overs, Asalanka made 80 runs partnership with Ehsan Malinga, who just scored 1 run out of 26 balls. Wow, man, Charith Asalanka. And then with the ball, Alex Carey is the only player who is delivering it for Australia, who is taking the match away from Sri Lanka. Asalanka comes and gets him out. And today, again, when Sri Lanka were in the spot of bother, it was Charith Asalanka, the under 19 captain of Sri Lanka, the real captain of Sri Lanka. He's the Asalanka man. Charith Asalanka is the jam. Look how he has turned around the fortunes of Sri Lankan cricket. They have beaten India and Australia in ODI series
I
in
was
Sri Lanka.
I was saying it like, they need to change captain. They need to change captain. You were always defending that guy. You were always defending that guy. I'm so glad Sri Lanka finally did change captains. And Asalanka, he knows how to lead from the front. And Shikhar, the best joke was on me. So after his first match heroics, I did not choose in my fantasy cricket team today, and he scored again. So that was
No,
a
man,
real surprise.
he's the great closer. I mean, if you see the way he closes the innings, today was a
MS Dhoni
phenomenal.
vibes, man. MS Dhoni vibes. Like seriously, he's
Yeah, man.
dangerous.
The yesterday he closed. Of course, he scored 127 of 125 in the first ODI. Let's not forget he was at one time he
I was
was
shocked. Like the score is 215. This guy scored 127 alone. That is insane.
he was 50 of 70 balls. There was a fall of wicket. Vanindu Hasaranga got out. Mahish Tikshana got out. He was then left alone with Ehsan Malinga, and he was 50 of 73. The ball to run difference was 23. Along with Ehsan Malinga, he has made that difference into positive difference. He finished with more runs than the number of balls. What a
Yeah,
player. And
incredible.
today, if you see the partnership with Kushal Mendis, he's started slowly. He's 14 of 26. But then he has gone on a rampage. In the end,
Yeah.
he has made Adam Zampa look like a street bowler. He has made
And
Adam
there was
Zampa
a
look
reason
like.
for it because Sri Lanka lose two quick wickets in the middle order. So Asalanka had to build the innings first and then score
Hmm.
quickly. But
Hmm.
he nailed that job because in the end, Shikhar, they were, I think,
Hmm.
130 for 3 in 32 overs, and they still managed to get 280, which was like almost 8.5 runs an over in the last 15
Hmm.
overs, which is very good for that tricky pitch.
And
And
man,
Australia found it really tricky in the second innings.
yeah, I was watching the match and I thought, oh my God, Kamindu Mendes is gone. Will Asalanka fire back to back in 2 matches? But man, he's just amazing, man. He's
Yeah.
able to slog sweep the off spinner, over the cow corner. And that shows his confidence. Like our Premadasa Stadium, we know it's a big ground, it's not a small ground. We have all grown up watching day night ODIs in a Premadasa Stadium, and we know that in the night maybe it gets a little bit easier with the dew. But these were both day games, and they were both times batting first. And to
Yeah.
have that confidence to sweep Matthew short across the line and slog sweeping him for six, and some of the shots that he has played today of the fast bowlers, I mean, Nathan Ellis, I rate him so
In the
highly,
death, yes.
but
Straight down the ground, his shots of fast bowlers is beautiful. Again, we always praise his spin play, but he plays the fast bowlers really well too. He attacks them.
yeah, man.
Um,
I've seen like in Asia Cup 2023, India and Sri Lanka played the finals. The reason for that was Charith Asalanka because he actually eliminated Pakistan with a very close chase. 6 runs required of last 2 balls. He got a four of, Zaman Khan there. It was a brilliant knock. He has closed down some chase with Velalagi versus Afghanistan. He has
yeah.
been brilliant versus Bangladesh as well. He's
And
just
what a
phenomenal.
fitting reply, Shikhar. Just before the beginning of Champions Trophy, Asalanka is out there saying we deserve to be there.
Yes,
your
yes.
methodology is incorrect. There is something wrong with the method because we have beaten
Hmm.
Australia now, the World Cup winners, and we have beaten
Hmm.
India also at home in the ODI format. So we have
Yes.
beaten all the biggest teams, and how are we still
Not
not there?
just
And it
beaten,
is so
Pratik.
fitting,
They
Shikhar.
have whitewashed. They have whitewashed. They have Lanka
It
washed.
is it is so fitting, Shikhar, because Asalanka also, I remember he was first time risen in the ranks when he played an outstanding T20 finish against Australia in a T20 match. That was in Australia.
Hmm.
If you remember, he
Hmm.
played all those crazy scoop shots behind. And so,
Hmm.
again, Asalanka has closed on a cycle today. His exciting T20 innings 7 years ago and like today, he whitewashed Australia. So amazing.
And you are so right. This Champions Trophy feels very incomplete without Asalanka. And if you see someone like Australia, they are not even interested to play this tournament because they are fielding a second string side for Champions Trophy, and the same side was hammered by Sri Lanka. But yeah, man, Sri Lanka. I know
Bangladesh
they.
lost 3-0 to West Indies recently, and they are there. I feel like Sri Lanka should have been there in place of Bangladesh.
Yeah, of course,
So,
man. I mean, the inspirational leadership of Asalanka along with Sanat Jaisuriya's coaching in white ball cricket, it's been amazing. And Dunit Vellalage's presence, Pratik, I just want to add few words
love
for
that
this
guy.
great guy. 55 for 5, he plays an important role, but he absolutely nails down Steve Smith, who was coming out of two test centuries in two test matches and four test centuries in two series, and he absolutely gets him first ball. Then he plays beautifully. Today he takes a four for. I mean, what an important player is Dunit Vellalage for Sri Lankan ODI side. He should be probably be thought of as a test player now and given a test berth. But yeah, man, credit to everyone. Asita Fernando. I was telling that during the after the test series, I made a video. I was saying Sri Lanka should consider playing on more tracks which are seam friendly because we
Yeah,
certainly saw a lot of swing movement in this, and Asita Fernando actually got the benefit from that also. And few other batsmen could also play really nicely, like Kusal Mendes could actually play, and that's another reason Sri Lanka will be hugely missed in this Champions Trophy because even Kusal Mendes is in brilliant run of form right now.
what a
Uh,
100 today, man. Like he took
yeah.
full accountability, right? Like because we have seen he has such good hitting
Mm,
power. Maybe his role
mm,
is to like just give a quick 50, but no, today he played with so much accountability and waited for
mm,
his shots. And what a
mm.
fabulous 100. And
And
Shikhar
the
Velalege also picked 4 wickets today. His ball to
mm,
Maxwell was unbelievable. Like Maxwell had no clue. And at
mm,
one point, Australia was 79 for 3. They were in a decent build-up position. From
mm,
there, humiliating 107 all out, Shikhar. Can you believe 28
mm.
for 7? That's what
Yeah,
Dunit Velalege and Hasaranga did to Australia today. They have been
yeah.
thumped.
I love that spin trio of Hasaranga, Villalage, and Thikshana. Even in the
It
first
is the
game,
best
Pratik, they
spin
were.
trio, man. It is the best spin trio. Now you can say because Gazanfar is not playing, so you can definitely say it's the
Yeah.
best spin trio, and they will be surely missed. Sri Lanka will be badly missed.
Yeah, and even in the first ODI, Pratik, Australia were comfortably in the chase of 240. They were 83 for 3, and
Yeah.
Thikshana took the wicket of Labuschagne. It was a close umpire's call, and you can see the disappointment on Labuschagne's face. Like he was blaming himself for playing that sweep shot. Just because he knew that Steve Smith had just got bowled by Villalage and he got out by Thikshana, and it was a brilliant performance by the spin trio there also, and along with Asita Fernando. It's brilliant. Today, even Nishan Madushka, I want to appreciate him because, he was, if you remember, Pratik, he was lot criticized a lot, even by us after that England or after that England Test series, where he was given the opening spot before Pathum Nissanka. And then
Mm.
Pathum Nissanka came and hit 100. So we were wondering why Madushka was given so much importance.
Yeah,
But today he played a fab knock. He showed that he's a brilliant player of spin, actually. Maybe not a great player of seam and swing, but he played the Australian spinners brilliantly today.
absolutely, man. Like seriously, this is yeah. At the in the hindsight, like Champions Trophy, it's
Mhm.
just a 2.5 week tournament. ICC could have made it a 3.5 week tournament. Add two more teams. They should have gone with
Mhm.
10 teams. You could have also done
Mhm.
that. Still keep the same format. Like out of five in each group, will let
Mhm.
two go ahead. They could have done that
Mhm.
because we are going to miss Sri Lanka. Even West Indies. West Indies also has a very good spin attack. Shikhar with Moti,
Mhm.
Roston
Mhm.
Chase, and I'm
Akil
missing some
Hussain.
guys. Warwick. Yeah, they even
Warwick
they
Ali,
could have
Akil
done
Hussain.
well in these conditions.
Hmm.
So it's a tragedy that Sri Lanka is not playing this tournament.
Certainly, right now, the form that they are in, they totally deserve to be in there. Like beating, I can't believe they beat India, they beat Australia, they whitewashed both India and Australia. And Asalanka is captaincy is just showing different levels. Everyone is chipping in. Sometimes it's Liana gains in some series. He's the one who's
Yeah.
fighting. We have seen fighting knocks from the Billa Lage. The lower order is fighting. Ehsan Malinga.
This is a
The
rare series where Pathum Nissanka hasn't scored 100. I would say also
Yeah,
said that. He is a
yeah,
brilliant talent. Like, I'm
yeah.
surprised. Maybe it will come in the next match. So, yeah, we always watch out for Pathum Nissanka.
And today, actually, if you see Pratik, Australia played
Asita
their.
took 3 wickets earlier. Asita is brilliant bowler. Like, Travis Head was
Hmm,
smashing him, but he came back strongly in the next over, got
hmm.
shot out
And
immediately. Yeah,
today was Australia's full strength team that will play the Champions Trophy because you had Travis Head back, you had Maxwell back. You
Bliss was
know,
back.
yeah, everyone was back. I mean, so it was a full strength team, and they were hammered even more comprehensively than the last match. So that
Yeah.
shows how strong is Sri Lanka. And given the conditions in Dubai, if they were in place of Bangladesh, I mean, it would have spelled trouble for all other teams. They would have been mighty
India
dangerous
and
if they were.
Pakistan both would have struggled to qualify then.
Yeah, Pakistan for sure because Sri Lanka always get better of them in these Asia Cups and
Yeah.
big tournaments. So yeah, and Asalanka loves facing Shaheen and Naseem actually.
Even
So
New Zealand would have been struggling. Like we saw them struggling against spin sometimes. So
and
uh,
there is no Mohammad Siraj and Shami is not the same.
yeah.
It's not like India would have rolled them over.
No,
So
actually, Sri Lanka not only deserved to be a place in the Champions Trophy, they would have been a strong contender too. That's how
yeah,
strong the ODI team is, and that shows the
yeah.
work what Sanat Jaiswal has done, what Charith Asalanka has accomplished with this side. Fantastic,
Hmm.
Shikhar. Really amazing team, so entertaining to watch. And but unfortunately, we won't be watching them for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. But hopefully, Australia has learned a bit because it's their customary series loss before an ICC tournament starts. But this time with much
So
weaker side.
So
So
both
we
Australia
are
and England
going
have
to.
gotten a strong reality check just before the CT, and they are playing against each other in the first match. That will be very interesting now. One will finally win.
Yeah. And Pakistan and New Zealand are also going to play the third match of their series in Champions Trophy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So New Zealand can whitewash both the Asian teams within 6 months in different formats. India and Pakistan 3-0. So that's going to be funny. Guys, we are shortly coming up with previews of Champions Trophy and we are going to preview the top three teams. So please keep watching for this space. And Sri Lanka fans, we love you. We are here for you. So please do subscribe our channel, Cricket Caviar.
Asalanka,
And please
Asalanka,
do comment
Asalanka.
Charith Asalanka. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT white ball player
Oh,
right now. Thank you guys. Please do subscribe our channel and please show your love in our comment section. Thank you guys. Bye.
thank you, Chicken.